So another interesting thing that I saw between the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 10s is actually the main differences within iOS 16. And I will be completely honest, there's never been this big of a difference in terms of software stipulations that Apple has made since probably the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6s. So right now, I mean, even when these iPhones came out, the iPhone 10 2017, the iPhone 10s 2018, we saw these two iPhones at that time. And we pretty much noticed that these two iPhones were almost identically the same thing in almost every single area. When you look at these iPhones, you can kind of tell that there's not that big of a difference. And in fact, if I held them like this, you probably couldn't even tell me which one was which. The iPhone 10s is right here. And to be honest, when I used this iPhone in 2018, I saw that this iPhone really wasn't that big of a difference. I mean, it was exactly the same thing as the iPhone 10 for the most part. But right now, we are in a very interesting spot. With iOS 16 now coming out in a public beta with Beta 3, there have been so many differences I've been getting from both of these iPhones, it is not even funny. Now, my battery life on this iPhone, on my iPhone 10s, has been pretty decent on iOS 16. I think it's been pretty bad overall. I will be completely honest, but it's always been worse than the iPhone 10 from my experience. My battery health in this iPhone as well is at 88%, so it's definitely not at 100% by any means. But now when I look at my iPhone 10, for example, my iPhone 10 historically has, like I said, has been giving me better battery life than my iPhone 10s, but on this public beta now, it's actually been giving me a pretty good experience on both of them, which is very interesting. So I'm at 86% here, 88% there. So realistically speaking, this iPhone 10 shouldn't be giving me better battery life by any means. But with my iPhone 10s, this has now been giving me a little bit of a better experience. So the differences between these are kind of starting to kind of settle in a little bit. But now, even with this public beta, there, like I said, there's never been a situation where we've had so many differences in terms of software. With iOS 16 and within Beta 3, we still don't have things like a live text. We still don't have things like those features that Apple's claimed, and we still have don't and we will never get those types of features, which is very, very sad. And it's weird because when I first had the iPhone 10s, and even up until last year, even earlier this year, I looked at a phone like the iPhone 10s and I thought there's really no point in buying this thing because the iPhone 10 is still around. So I'd recommend just buying an iPhone 10. They're almost identically the same phone. But then Apple started dropping in so many differences between these softwares. It all started with iOS 15 when Apple dropped, hey, you can do this new thing called live text. If you have, this live text feature within your, specific camera and you have it turned on, you can go ahead and copy text and all this other stuff. And that is now translated into so many other features, even simple things like telling Siri to hang up a call. You can't do that on an iPhone 10. You can't even type with dictation on inside of, your iPhone either on the iPhone 10. There are so many different features like that, and it's really only led me to think to myself, well, if you're going to go and buy an iPhone, there really isn't a point of buying an iPhone 10 anymore. Realistically speaking, because of most of the features coming on for the iPhone 10s, the 10s is probably going to be in the same realm as something like an iPhone 6s, where the 6s ended up getting way more features and way more software support than the iPhone 6. I feel like the same thing is going to be happening here. I feel like the 10s is going to be the phone like an iPhone 6s. It's going to last for a very long time. It's going to be here for a while. And it may make more sense to go ahead and buy a phone like this rather than a phone like that. So I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.